Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Deseronto's regular council meeting, February 24th at 6:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order with the adoption of the agenda. May I please have a motion to adopt the agenda, please? I've got it from the deputy mayor. May I have a seconder, please?
Mayor, just a point. If I could add an item under new business, COVID-19 vaccination in Deseronto.
Okay. May I have a seconder, please, for the agenda? With that addition, I've got it with Councillor Hudson. Any objection? I'm hearing none. Carried. Next, I have the, is there any disclosure of interest tonight? I'm seeing none at the table. Thank you. Next, I have the approval of minutes. I have 4.1 to 4.3, pages 3 through to 13th. We have the meetings of the January 27 public meeting. We have meetings of the February 10 regular council meeting. We have the minutes of the February 17 special budget council meeting. I can take this all as one motion if council would like to give me that. I'll take it from the deputy mayor. May I have a seconder, please?
Councillor Smith.
Thank you very much, Councillor Smith. Any objections? Hearing none, it is carried. We have no deputations or presentations this evening. Moving on to 6.1, pages 14 through to 40, we have the budget to actual report and the variance report. Council's wishes, please.
I move we receive it. Everhardis.
Thank you very much, Deputy. May I have a seconder, please?
Second that.
Thank you very much, Councillor Clark. Any objection? I'm hearing none. Motion has carried. Next, we have the approval of the accounts for the amount of $56,483.01. Council's wishes.
I would move if it's found to be correct.
Thank you very much. May I have a seconder, please, for that motion from Councillor? Thank you very much, Councillor Hudson. Any objection? I'm hearing none. Motion is carried. Thank you very much. Next, we have the staff reports. We have CAO report 8.1, pages 44 through to 64. May I have a motion, please, get on the table? Deputy, second, please.
I'm just trying to get caught up, but I will second.
Thank you very much, Councillor Hudson. I'll take a moment here for you to catch up. Just give me a wave when you're ready, okay?
Ready?
Okay, good to go. Okay, so we've got the CAO report from February 24th, 2021. There's a few items in there. We have a motion to put on the table for discussion purposes. Is there anything in there specifically that council would like to discuss? Looks like a lot of stuff that we were working on over the last little while has been provided in here, a little bit of information. We've got the sidewalk plowing map attached. We've got an update from the about the community center operations. We have a vacancy within their transit committee. So there are some action items that council might want to look at. Deputy.
Thank you. I'll talk to you about the first issue, the MBQ Memorandum of Understanding. I want to thank the CAO for sending that over to the MBQ for a second time. A little bit of concern, though, because I believe part of our process of approving the construction and the expansion of the water system out there was that we would have this MOU in place, and that construction has begun. I'm just wondering if there's any the reception that MOU got from MBQ. Was there any questions or concerns at this point, or should we expect this to be considered and passed rather quickly? Thank you.
That's through me to the CAO.
Yes, sir.
I haven't gotten any feedback. I got a thank you, actually, and this was on my report for 2 weeks ago, and
Yes.
that report didn't get put on. So it has been a couple weeks that they've had it, but I haven't heard anything yet.
Thank you, Christine.
Christine, for a point of interest, do we have a joint board meeting scheduled anytime for Q2 2021? I knew we were looking at them, but I wasn't sure.
There's nothing scheduled yet. That was part of the memorandum of understanding, I do believe, was that we wanted to get with those meetings going. They seem to be quite busy right now with their water and sewer projects, and as I understand, maybe some more development that's coming close to us as well. So I think we're going to see more asks in the future.
Mayor, if I might,
Sure.
before we receive any more asks from MBQ, I think the maybe expectation of council would be that this be adopted by their council so that we have this framework in place. I think that would be a good moment to get council's attention if they're not getting it from staff at that point over there. Thank you.
Thank you. The reason why I asked the question was I believe the last conversation we had with Todd from the reserve that there was an intent to start scheduling the meetings for 2021. I wasn't sure where that went. Todd seemed very receptive to it at the time. Maybe we can reach out again and see if we can get that going. Thank you very much, Deputy. Do you have any more comments on anything to do with the report?
No, thank you. And if no one else does, I will move that we receive the report.
Does anyone else have any comments they'd like to make with respects to anything within the report? I'm hearing none. Then I will take it to receive. May I have a seconder, please, to receive?
Counselor Hudson.
Thank you very much, Councillor Hudson. Any objection? I'm hearing none. Carried. Thank you very much. Moving on to 11.1, it's information items. 11.1, pages 65 through to 73, memorandum from the Deputy Minister of Clerks and CAOs, February 12, 2021. Council's wishes. I'll take a receive and file. I'll take it from the Deputy. Do I have a seconder?
I'll second that.
Okay, will take Councillor Smith. Any objection? Hearing none. Was carried. Okay, next we have new business, 12.1, pages 74 through to 100. Looks like some housekeeping here with respects to the Enbridge franchise agreement, something very similar that we did. It looks like it comes up every 20 years. CAO, would you have any comment? Would like to Cole's notes this thing for council's benefit and people watching?
So basically, it's a requirement for them to be able to service the residents with gas. In the documentation, it appears that 678 customers are within the town of Deserano. So that's pretty much everyone using natural gas. So I think it would be in our best interest to go ahead with this. What they're looking for, I think, at this point is not the full bylaw. They just want a first and second reading and a resolution to say that, yes, we're in support of this agreement. And then once they have their, they seem to think it's going to be an 8-month process, but I'm not sure exactly what their regulatory approval process can commence once they have just a resolution from us saying we're in support. And I think the resolution's attached that they've asked for.
Yes.
So they're looking for that so that they can move forward. And then at a later date, we'll bring the bylaw back for a third reading when it's all done.
So I'm sure council's had the chance to read it. It simply is housekeeping. It's from Enbridge. It's to provide services to our community as indicated by the CAO. There is a draft bylaw and a draft resolution in there. So if there's no objection from council, I can take it as a first and a second.
Mayor, I'll move that resolution and that bylaw be read a first and second time.
Thank you very much, sir. May I have a seconder, please, for the deputy's motion?
I'll second that.
Thank you very much, Councillor Clark. Any objection or any comments or clarification required from this? I'm hearing and seeing none. Okay, it has carried. Thank you very much, council. We have 12.2, new business as per the deputy. Deputy, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. As announced this week, COVID-19 vaccination strategies are going to be devolved with a framework from the province to our local health areas. As we know today, we've had some cases in the Deserano-Tyendinaga jurisdictional area on the COVID-19 map provided by Hastings Prince Edward Public Health. And as we're all aware, in Deseronto, we have many residents who are elderly, many residents that are lower income, We have a high Indigenous population, and we are several kilometers away from Belleville. You know, it's an hour round trip for vaccination, and that's usually where the center would be for Hastings Public Health. What I would like to ask Council's consideration for tonight is that we outreach and be proactive with Hastings Prince Edward Public Health and put at their disposal for a few days at least the Deseronto Community Center Hall in order if they need to conduct a vaccination clinic in this region. This would provide residents both in Deseronto and Tyendinaga Township, as well as residents in northern Prince Edward County, specifically in Sophiesburg, and some residents on Mohawk Bay of Quinte Territory, as well as residents in the Richmond ward of Greater Napanee Access. Deseronto is a large urban center in the Hastings Prince Edward area. Our urban center is bigger than the urban centers of Marmora, Madoc, Tweed, Wellington, Bloomfield. So we are relatively significant, and outlining the problems of people needing transportation, economic issues. We really want to make sure that our residents have access here and close by. I know public health is making its plans right now, and this I will be proposing a motion that it's basically our staff outreach to let them know that we'd be interested in putting our municipal asset at the community center at their disposal if and when they decide to run vaccination clinics. So my motion would be, and I move this, that council make available the community center hall for Hastings Prince Edward Public Health for COVID-19 vaccination purposes, and that staff outreach to Hastings Prince Edward Public Health to let them know of the particular circumstances of our community and our willingness to support the vaccination program.
May I have a seconder, please, for that motion? I take it with Councillor Hudson. Christine, do you require any further clarification from that? I think it's pretty clear.
No, but I have a comment.
Please.
This lines up with the mass vaccination clinic framework that has already been developed by the CEMC, and he's already reached out to public health, and I hesitated to put it on this agenda because it was last minute. I only received it yesterday, but now I've got the approval to go ahead, so I will bring back the framework. Or is it okay if we just go ahead and start the process, making it available?
I would say
Christine,
go
I
ahead
think-
and start the process.
With the timeframes, I think that's the most efficient way of doing with it. And I'm just want to thank the CMC for the forethought. That's excellent work.
Christine, in addition to that point, if there are clinics in the Quinte region and Deseronto is unsuccessful, can you please bring that information back to council? We might want to align some sort of using transit, we might want to align some opportunities for those who are most in need.
There is transit implications in the framework that Chris has developed.
Very
And
nice.
the concern is that, Napanee is certainly doing one at the paper center, but that's a different health unit in a different county. And I think they're going to try and keep it county. And we're kind of on the outskirts here. Belleville would be the closest for us. So
A point of maybe clarification and something to discuss. Even though the health unit borders are being used right now, the local health unit integration networks do place Deseronto and Tyendinaga Township with the eastern limb, not the western limb. So I'm hopeful that the work that's going into the vaccination clinics are looking broadly at getting as many people in the local area vaccinated as possible. So whatever we can do to facilitate and help, at this point, I think that the best thing is getting as many seniors, vulnerable people, and Indigenous people vaccinated in the first wave of vaccine as soon as they can. And then the rest of us, also, it would be so convenient just to go down to our own community center.
Okay, so we'll eagerly await that report, Christine. Very excited to see it. Thank you very much, Deputy, for sparking some good conversation. All in favor on the Deputy's motion? Okay, carried. Thank you very much. Christine, any further comment from you?
no,
Okay, cool, thanks. Okay, any notices of motion? Hearing none. Announcements. Start with Councillor Hudson because she's looking at me.
Oh, am I forefront on your screen? Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I guess in and amongst the pandemic, one of the positive things I guess that I can report on as an announcement would be that on Monday was World Thinking Day, which is obviously Girl Guides' birthday. And this year is special because Girl Guides was recognized in getting a Nobel Peace Prize. As far as I'm correct in what has been reported for the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. So just wanted to report on that, and great work done continually by staff in the community, and moving forward, just all the best for everyone.
Thank you very much, Counselor. Deputy.
Thank you, Mayor. My comments tonight are some good news. Staff and council might have been interested to know that Amy McDonald, the current CEO of the library, has taken a leave of absence for 1 year, and through using library policies and procedures and having an extensive search for a new acting chief librarian CEO, I would like to extend my congratulations to Miranda Dupuy, who is the current library assistant, who was adopted by the board as the CEO for the library interim when Amy is absent. So congratulations, Miranda. We know you're going to do an excellent job. Thank you for taking on the role.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Miranda. And I reiterate what the deputy says. I know she's going to do a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Councillor Clark.
No, I don't have anything at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, sir. Councillor Smith.
I have nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, sir. I've got very little tonight too. Just asking the community, stay safe out there, be smart out there, and just remind council that next Wednesday we do have a budget meeting. I think we're getting close. I imagine, I have no doubt in my mind that we will be on track for our goal of reading the budget bylaw by the end of March. Very excited to sit down and with everybody and get the committee started in the beginning of April. I will be having a conversation with the CAO to set the framework out for these committees as per what was presented to council. Just logistically, how would we work it? What's the requirements from staff, this, that, and the other thing. The CAO and I will be meeting next week to go over those details. I'm very excited. So thank you very much, council. Moving on, we have bylaws. 15.1, page 101, bylaw for the execution of the agreement with the town of Napanee for pound services. Deputy.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that this bylaw be read a first, second, and third time and passed this 24th day of February 2021.
Thank you very much. Second. Councillor Hudson. Thank you very much. Any objection? Hearing none, it is carried. Second, bylaw 18-21, execution of the agreement, town and Frontenac Municipal Law Enforcement, page 102. Deputy.
Mayor, I believe we have two bylaws with the same number. So if the next one is the same, so we might have to just be careful here. But I move that bylaw 1821 on page 102 be read a first, second, and third time and pass this 24th day of February.
Thank you very much. May I have a second, please?
I second that.
Thank you very much, Councillor Clark. Any objection? Carried. Deputy, I see bylaw 19-21.
Yep. And that's the next
that the-
one,
and I see-
19-21 as well.
Okay, but where's the duplication? Sorry, sir.
And the numbering of the bylaws. The next
Okay.
bylaw on page 103 is looking 19-20. Sorry,
We got 18-21, then
we got some
19-21.
dyslexia going on here. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay,
Uh,
moving on to bylaw 19-21, which is a building bylaw. Deputy.
I'll move that bylaw be read a first and second and third time and passed.
Thank you very much, sir. Second, please.
I second that.
Thank you very much, Councillor Clark. Any objection? I'm hearing none. Bylaw has carried. 15.4, bylaw 20-21, bylaw to adopt a sidewalk snow clearing policy with its new enhancements.
I'll move that a first, second, and third time, Mayor.
And I will definitely take that. Seconded by anybody? Councillor Hudson. Any objection?
Mayor, just a quick question.
Sure.
Through you to yourself, actually, on this one. Does the attachment in the package outline what you needed on Mechanic Street, sir?
It kind of does. As long as I interpreted it correctly, and then the red additions, I'm just going to pop over to it. So just give me 1 second to grab that map specifically. But I did review it again tonight before the meeting, and I thought that there was some red spots added. Christine, am I
Yes.
correct that it does encompass the east side of Mechanic Street going north and south? Is that what I'm reading properly? Yes. So I see that the red has been added, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's our interpretation. So everything that we're seeing on that map right now, doesn't matter if it's green, blue, or red, we're expecting will be plowed. Those sidewalks will be cleared, correct?
Correct.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Deputy, for double checking. I do appreciate that. Would you feel comfortable going ahead and reading that?
I did, sir. I just thought that was a discussion point.
Oh, thank you very much. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. We have no closed session items tonight. Moving on to the bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council, page 117.
I'll move that be
21-21.
read.
Thank you very much, sir.
Second and third time.
Thank you. May I have a second, please, for that? Councillor Hudson, thank you very much. Any objection? Hearing none. So this was a very light council meeting. Obviously, we blew through it fairly quick, but we can't negate the fact that we're meeting every week. So a lot of stuff we're dealing with, we're getting it done. So that's partially the reason why the agenda is so light. As soon as the budget's set and our committees start rocking, I have no doubt in my mind these agendas will be getting a little more full. So with that being said, thank you very much, council. Thank you very much, staff, for being here. Thank you very much for the town for listening to Deseret Town Council tonight. And I will take a motion for adjournment if someone would like to give it to me. I'll take Councillor Hudson. May I have a seconder?
Counselor Smith.
I'll take it, Councillor Smith. Everyone, have yourself a great night. Motion is carried.